Good morning and greetings to you all. It's Shakespeare's Corner. Let's do our morning vlog. So today I'm just like having an early Saturday walk at the village. So this is my village. As you can see, that's my road down there. So we're just like, I'm doing a little bit of walking around within the village that I live in. So these are the neighbors I have. So just want to show you around. And it's cloudy today, so it's very cloudy here in England today, but it's not sunny, it's just lovely. So this blog is like getting to know your content creator on this channel, Shakespeare's Corner. So just walking around. As I said, this is my area. That's a Tesla car. So these are my neighbors on the other side of the road. So we know each other here. So that's typical houses here in England, and side by side on the road. So I'd like to cover this part of my area. So this is where I live. Mine is on the other road that I just showed you earlier. So I'm just like having a walk. Normally I run, get my trainers on, my sneakers as you call it, and do a 30 minutes run around the village. So I could be in one place or at the park. So I was down there. So we're just like having a nice walk. So I'm like, I don't want to be lazy at home on the weekend, and I'm not in the mood for cooking either. So I just wanted to walk around, a little bit of walking around, and decided to do a little bit of vlogging. It's another part of getting to know me, getting to know you, that song. So these are typical houses here in the UK. So you see, it looks small, but that's huge house. So let's go up down the road, and then I'll head back again and then go to my road. So what are you doing this Saturday morning? Time check, it's now 9:30 here in the UK. And you see how different, how quiet the road is. Even on mine down there on the bottom, it's so quiet because people are still sleeping on this morning. As I said, time check is just after 9 in the morning here in the UK, and you are with me today, so I'm actually getting some of your time. So you see a Mercedes car here in England, and a BMW, just to let you know. It's not something we get shocked about, and it's not something that you get a status of being rich or something. So I'd like to address this. Mercedes, BMW is just a common car that we drove here in the UK. So it's not something that once you drove a Mercedes Benz, you're rich or something. No, it's not. So everybody can afford to own such a luxury cars. So I thought I'd like to let you know that it's not like in some other countries that when you drive a Porsche is a luxury car, obviously. So these are my neighborhood in the area, so you're a blogger and where I am from. So as I said, a Merc or a BMW, it's not something that will give you a status or something. So it's just like a normal car that we drove here. See, there's another Mercedes, and it's just like a normal, people can afford it to buy it. But I know in some countries, like when you own a BMW or a Mercedes, it's like a status quo for life, like ooh, they can afford it because it's such an expensive luxury car, but not here. Oh look, I love doing this in the morning, early morning, I swear. It's just lovely to walk around, see the neighborhood in the early hours where it's very quiet, and I love the air, the breeze of the air, and also it's beautiful. So I was there, see, because I just want you to see how the lifestyle here in the UK is. So those were like houses, and also that's the houses we have here. They're all big houses, and even you could live in a flats, and just to let you know that living in the UK is one of the most expensive places to live in the world. I think it's number 2 in the world that is most expensive. I think it's because the currency, the British pound is quite high, the equivalent to it. So it's a very strong currency, the British sterling pound. So that's another road that leads to another time. See, people are walking the dogs, and also, oh, can you feel there? Can you hear it? So this is just like a field. This is not owned by anyone. This is just an open field owned by the government where you are at. So if this is sorry, so no one owns it. It's the local that does. The local council owns it, the government is, but they basically, it's just an open field. So it's not, no one owns it. So, and look at those black, I think they're sparrows. So let's just zoom it. You see, it's a sparrow. They're like blackbirds. Can you hear that? I got so scared when I see black birds. It's just like, you know. So it's just like people are like just like walking. People like to walk around and all, just like what I'm doing. Hello. So, because it's such a lovely day, Saturday, and it's breezy and it's not too hot. Now I got I got distracted with this sparrow. I think they are. Don't quote me on that one because I'm not very bright when it comes to birds kinds. I only know robin, a nightingale, or a parrot. A parrot is a talking bird. So these are my neighborhood. So at least I've got the chance and I've got time to tour you around, not only on my travels to central London that you'll see a big building. Of course it's a big building there, but when you go home, these are mostly the houses, looks like in a suburb, because I live in a suburb, so it's like a subdivision. It's a different thing when you live in central London because it's all flats and buildings and old tall buildings, but when you actually live into the suburb, this is the house there. And so I was there. So if you look at it, people are walking around. We like to walk around aside from driving a lot, but I think it's more lazy. But when you get a chance to move your legs and your feet, so people are walking around. So I went to the other place and now I am heading on this place. So let's see what's in there somewhere. So I know, but for you guys that haven't seen, so I just want to show you a little bit of here and there. So thank you all, thanks guys for watching Shakespeare's Corner, and I'll cover more of the places so you'll be able to see and admire, and I hope through my blog you're able to walk with me or travel with me and I hope you enjoy it. So greetings and happy weekend to you all. Love you all. Bye.